everybody, this is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Even though the sun is set, the temperature hasn't decreased for tonight's game between the Duke Blue Devils and the Oklahoma Sooners. You've been waiting all summer, and it's finally here, folks. It's week 1 of the college football season. And here come the Sooners. The Blue Devils are going to have a rough time on the field in this game. I want to hear what Kirk Herbstreit thinks.
Oklahoma looks no further than this young man when asked why they play such great defense. His coverage ability allows his defense to take more gambles with blitzes, and I don't think it'll be any different in this one.
Hey, 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 who do you think I'm picking? Boomer Sooner.
The Oklahoma Sooners lined up for the opening kickoff, so here we go. He sends it off. Spinner fields it at the 9. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. First down. Single set backfield. Jackson gives it up the middle, and they make the stop at the 28. 3-yard gain by the running back. The second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Hands it off. That's a great tackle at the 26-yard line. Look at him go. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad on their own, but when you add the fact that the resulting points for the opposition, that will kill you every time.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. He makes the PAT. So now more than 14 minutes remain here in the first quarter, and our score, Oklahoma 7, Duke nothing. They line up to kick this one away. Kicks it away. He kicks it off out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. The ball on the spot.
A kick out of bounds has set him up with good field position.
Guys, let me tell you about a player that I'm going to be watching today. This linebacker is amazing. Don't be surprised if he's in on every single tackle today.
Yeah, Coach, this guy is something else. He has very good skills and excellent vision to just wreak havoc on the opposing team's running back.
This guy is the difference maker on this defense, Kirk. If he plays well, then this running game will go nowhere today.
Let's start on the offense. Still first down.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they can just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
First down and 15 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. Hardy with the tackle at the 34-yard line. Second and 11. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Blue Devils line up with 3 wide. Jackson hands it off. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Third and 7. Ball on the 38-yard line.
The defense comes out in the dime package. They'll run the option. He's tackled at the 38. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth and 7.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Bellamy awaits the snap. He gets it off. Ward fields it at the 24. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll go to work at the 27-yard line. First and 10. They line up in the shotgun. Sledge. And he's taken down at the 27. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up.
Yeah, I don't think it's too serious, though, guys. He's a tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game.
It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 27.
The Sooners come out showing 3 wide. Drops back the pass. Dumps it. And they couldn't hook up on that one. Taylor was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll bring up third down. They line up at the 27. Third down, 10 yards to go. Sledge comes to the line with 3 wide. Down the middle. The senior makes the catch.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
We've got a first and 10. Sledge lines up in the shotgun. Sledge set to go to the air. He lets it go. Caught. Jenkins brings him down at the 49-yard line. Hartman, he's still down, and it looks like he's in a lot of pain. They line up at the 49.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Single set backfield. He's a long one down the middle. Incomplete pass.
Not much you can do there, Coach.
Nope, not much at all. It's not easy hanging on to the football when there's another guy coming at you. Those are going to be drops more times than not.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. They come out with a big set, and he dives forward. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired of it.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 48. Smith lines up as a single back. Play action. Chucks it deep down on the right side. And he got it! So they go to the air and they pick up yet another first down.
They've shown no problems moving the ball on this drive. This offense is moving the ball very well.
And they're building some beautiful momentum along the way.
Oklahoma up by 7 and looking at 1st and goal. Looks like they're going to try to power this one in. There's a play fake. He passes it. It's complete. Touchdown, Sooners. Good call to look for the fullback.
Defenses sometimes overlook the fullback because he's usually back there for protection or lead blocking for the halfback.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Robinson gets set to kick this one away.
For the kickoff. Number 9, back to return.
Decent kick. Spinner fields it at the 2. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another
Number
drive.
9 on the return.
This drive will start at the 23.
23-yard line. 1st and 10.
They come out with a big set. Jackson hands it off. Juke move, and they make the stop at the 24-yard line. Justice gains about a yard on the play. We've got 2nd and 9 here.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Jackson with 4 wide receivers. He's going left. He's taken down at the 36. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if the defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented. You see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
The defense is looking for the pass as they bring out their dime package. Drops back to pass. He throws it. He snags it. 5 yards. Second down and 5. Jackson is back in the gun. Jackson back to pass. He's looking. Lets it fly. And down he goes at the 45-yard line. That reception good for around 4 yards. Third down, a yard to go. Ball on their own 45. And he's stopped behind the line. Taken back a yard.
4th and 2.
And they're ready to pump this one away. Ward is back deep to return. Pumps the ball away. Ward fields it at the 24. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. They'll go to work at the 27. Oklahoma comes out in the shotgun. First down, look at the throw. He throws it. Great concentration. Gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to
Ball
go.
on the 29-yard line.
The Blue Devils line up with 6 defensive backs. Sledge drops to throw. Across the middle. And caught. And he's taken down at the 41-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
First down. High formation here. Sledge pitches it out. Brought down at the 49.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Yep, the defense over-pursued the play, and it helped them get some good yards.
They line up to the 49.
Ball on the
Second and
49-yard
2.
line.
Sledge lines up in the shotgun. That's a great tackle at the 46. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
From their own 46-yard line.
Ball on the
It's
46-yard
third down.
line.
The Devils bring in their dime package. Looking to throw. Throws it out there. Weaver tackles him at the 47-yard line.
He got it, but it wasn't by much, Coach.
Hey, the receiver ran a good route, the quarterback threw it, and he got the first down. Plain and simple.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 47. The Sooners line up with a single set back to you. Good defense there, guys.
I wonder if the quarterback was expecting to see man coverage there because he threw it right to the defense.
And that's what's so tough about playing against a zone. You think a guy's open, and out of nowhere, a
Second
defender
and 10.
shows up. Just like
Ball
that.
on the 47-yard
It's second down
line.
and 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Sooners come out in a shotgun. He drops back. Throwing left. And it's the senior. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their third first down on this drive alone, Coach.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
First down, 10 yards to go. They're threatening inside the 20. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown. He throws left. And that one's incomplete. Taylor was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it second down. They line up at the 16.
Ball on the 16-yard
It's second
line.
down. The Sooners line up in an I formation. Sledge. Left side. Hale brings him down for a loss. They went with the toss, but the defense was all over it.
Man, were they flying to the football or what? That's how defense is supposed to be played.
Third and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Drops back to pass. Throws, and they've got the screen set out. Nice play by the defense to bring up fourth down.
The defender made a solid effort to get to the ball there. Nice stop.
They'll line it up for the field goal. This kick will be about a 35 or 36-yarder. It's up. And it's right down the middle. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Robinson
Oklahoma
is
is
lined up to
with
kick
the
this
kickoff.
one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Spinner fields it in the end zone. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 16. The Blue Devils are lining up with 3 receivers. He's going to try to throw. That's a backward pass. From their own 10-yard line, we've got a 2nd and long. 6 DBs in the lineup. Jackson drops to throw. Over the middle. Colston with the tackle at the 21-yard line. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 21-yard line. The Devils line up with 3 wide. Jackson hands off, and they got him for a loss. The defense punches them off the field after just 3 plays.
That was a short round, Brad. Nothing seems to be working right now.
Fourth and 8.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Ward takes it at the 47. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. We'll see if they can capitalize on the good field position. Going with the shotgun here, looking to throw. They can't connect. Incomplete. Ward was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Sooners come out in a shotgun. Sledge back to throw. Over the middle. Tackle at the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
First down.
1st and 10.
The Sooners line up in an I formation. He sails it long. Has it to the senior. Depending on what team you're rooting for here, you're either really excited or you're ready to hit the reset button.
Well, I hope these guys aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. We've got over 3/4 of football yet to play.
They need to come up with some big plays on both sides of the ball. Maybe a big kick return here, and that'll get them going and get them back into this game.
They line up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Decent kick. Justice fields it at the 2. Tries to shoot. The defense really shut these guys down the last time they had the ball.
The offense looked a bit out of sync on that last possession, Coach.
And it was the defense that threw them out of sync, Kirk. Those guys are fired up. Let's see if they can hold them again.
They'll start this drive at the 22-yard line. Justin gets the carry. What a collision.
The defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
Second and 13. Ball on the 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Duke in a 4-wide set. Justice gets the call again. And he's tackled at the 24-yard line. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened.
Whew, this would be a huge loss for this team. Let's hope this guy can get back into the game.
Third down. The Devils are lining up with 3 receivers. He throws left, and it's incomplete. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. Ward is back to receive. He punts it. Ward takes it at the 43, bounces off the would-be tackler. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. Fakes to the back. He throws. Finds his receiver. That one worked pretty well.
It's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
Take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Going with the shotgun here. Lets it go. In and out of his hands. Ward was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. Here we go from the 9.
9-yard line.
The Sooners come out in the shotgun. Sledge back to pass. Looks to the end zone. He brings it down. Touchdown. And the big lead just got bigger, folks.
I've seen some amazing comebacks in my day, but I'm not too confident that I'm going to see one today. I could be wrong, you guys, but I just don't see it happen. I mean, these guys aren't just scoring, they're pitching a shutout, too.
They'll line up for the extra point. He splits the uprights for the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Robinson is lined up to kick this one off.
Oklahoma is lined up for the kickoff.
Excellent kick. Spinner from his own end zone. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
First and 10. Ball on their own 19.
At the 19-yard line. First and 10.
They give to the tailback, and he takes a big hit at the 18. Great play by the big guy.
Man, this kid can explode off the ball, which is pretty impressive for a guy his size.
Yep, Coach. He showed that he has a very quick first step there as he got into the backfield to break up that
18-yard line.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 18. Jackson comes to the line with 3 wide. Harrell tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. And he couldn't go anywhere on that run.
Nah, he couldn't go anywhere because there was no place for him to run. The defensive front got a good push and knocked that offensive line backwards.
From their own 16-yard line, it's 3rd and 13. 6 DBs in the lineup. Jackson drops back, throws this one out to the right. Batted ball. He was that close to making a big play.
His safety is kicking himself for dropping that.
Yeah, that one should be going the other way. He was figuring out where to go with the ball before he caught it.
The Blue Devils line up the punt. Ward back deep to return. He gets it off. Signals for a fair catch. The offense with a lot of success through the air on that last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown. The offense will take over at the 46. Duke lines up in a dime defense here. He passes it, and that one's fallen incomplete. And that was out of reach for his tight end. Second and 10. Ball on the 46.
46-yard line.
Oklahoma comes to the line with 3 wide. Sledge drops back to back. Looks. Wants to throw outside. Catches it. He's tackled in the open field. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas. I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
Third and 3. Ball on the 47-yard line.
One-man backfield. Sledge with the give. He's tackled at the 45. They tried to run the ball for the first down, and they didn't get it.
No, sir. You saw the defense just power through their blocks and wham into him.
4th and 1.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Baker, the return man. Hangs it up high. Signals for a fair catch. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. The offense will start at the 9. Duke lines up in a shotgun set. Here's the give. Tackled for a loss. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed it.
They line up at the 7. It's second down. Justice is the deep back as they line up in the I. He's all the way down to the 32-yard line. And that was an outstanding run by that young man.
Brad, you're exactly right. The ball carrier is able to break through the secondary without much resistance at all.
First down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the
Ball on the
32-yard
32.
line.
Duke goes with the ace set here. Another run. Tackle made at the 35. Justice gains around 3 yards on the run. Second down and 7. Ace backfield.
35-yard line.
One man backfield. Tackle at the 37-yard line. Justice comes away with 2 yards on the carry. That'll make it third down. Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
They're really struggling now as this crowd is going absolutely insane. He unloads it. Got his man on the run. That play looked like it could have gone the distance.
Let me tell you, they were very fortunate that that one wasn't taken in for the score. They had a guy coming on the blitz that time, and that quarterback read this play perfectly and ate him up.
First and 10. Ball on the 37. Duke lines up with 3 receivers. Handoff, King. With a takedown at the 37. No gain. It's second down.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The Devils line up in a formation. And he's tackled at the 30. Justice gets 7 yards on the play. So another third down upcoming for the offense. The Blue Devil line up with a single set backfield. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score, Oklahoma 31, Duke nothing. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Duke lines up in a goal line set. Justice gets it on a pitch. He's pushed out of bounds at the 26. They pick up another first, guys.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive.
6-yard line.
The Sooners bring in the nickel package. He's tackled at the 25-yard line. They'll line up at the 25. Second and 9 coming up here. Oklahoma brings in their nickel package. Jackson drops to throw. He fires left side. Incomplete. Almost. Coach, you made a nice offensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
That'll make it third down. So far this drive, the defense has been unable to stop them on third down. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Throws it. And it's a true freshman. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. Nice play call to get them the conversion.
When a team converts on third down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted third and long, it just makes them sick.
First down and goal to go. They're in the red zone. Jackson lines up in the shotgun. And they got him for a loss.
Man, I sure wouldn't want to be hit by that kid.
That's not baby fat on him anymore. He weighs 300 pounds plus. I don't know if I'd be calling him a kid.
Well, I'm not the one out there taking the hits either, my friend.
They're 10 yards away. From the gun. The running back has it. He tries to spin. And they'll bring him down behind the line. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and goal to go. Ball on the 11. The offense is doing everything they can just to call the plays, and right now, they're not having much luck at all. Jackson drops back to pass. Quick throw. And it incomplete. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
They're going to go for the easy three here. This kick will be about a 28 or 29-yarder. The kick is up, and it sails through the upright. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. Ward fields it at the 9. Missed tackle.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Oklahoma lines up in a shotgun set. And an able to stop at the 30-yard line.
With the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
They line up at the 30. 2nd and 8 coming up here. The Sooners come out in a shotgun. Sledge steps back to pass. Lets it fly. He's knocked down at the 38. Nice gain on the play.
The ball was thrown perfectly. Good precision there.
They line up at the 38.
Ball
3rd
on
and a
the
foot.
38-yard line.
Bring him down in the backfield. They lost too much yardage that time. What do you think, Coach?
I think you can't blame the back on that one. I don't care how good an athlete you are. You're not going to be able to showcase your abilities without some blocking.
4th and 5.
Oklahoma lining up the punt. Landry awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Spinner fields it at the 30. Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Sooners line up in a nickelback. Allen tackles him at the 32. It's 2nd and 9. Ball on the 32-yard line. Duke goes with the ace set here. He's looking to pass. He passes it. And it's caught. And he's tackled right away. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he can make any moves to break loose.
They line up at the 34. 3rd down. The Devils go with the I formation. They're going to pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
Ball on the 33-yard
The Blue Devils are lining up to punt it away. Ward will be the return man. He gets it away. Ward takes it to 33. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll set up shop at the 41-yard line. Oklahoma sets up in the eye. Simpson with the tackle at the 45-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back. It's second and 6.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Sledge drops back. Has some daylight. They'll bring him down at the 36-yard line. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of
it. First down. They'll work from the shotgun. Sledge on first down. He throws it. Batted ball. Washington was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it second down. From the 36-yard line, it's second and 10. The defense comes out in the dime package. Smith will try the left side. He breaks it. And he's stopped behind the line. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a toss to the tailback, but the defense gets a good read on his play and was able to stop him for a loss.
Third and 11 here. Ball on the 37-yard line. Oklahoma comes to the line with 3 wide. Looking long down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Another score. Touchdown has just become a habit for this team.
Well, the defense better find a way to break that habit because there's still a lot of football left to be played.
They'll line up for the extra point. And he converts the extra point. The second quarter clock reads over 9 minutes left here in the half. And our score is Oklahoma 38, Duke 3. Oklahoma to kick. Spinner and Justice back deep to return. Kicks off. Justice from his own end zone. Well, the offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive. Let's see if they can do a little bit better here. Here are the offensive production stats brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Duke goes with the ace set here. Jackson sets up the play action, and they couldn't hook up on that one. Powers was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 20. It's second down and 10 to go. Duke comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. McClellan brings him down at the 22. Justice gains about 2 yards on the run. It's third and 8. The Devils line up with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He's going right. On the run, down the sideline, and the defense is on it. A fumble here is the last thing they needed.
Well, you know what they say. When it rains, it pours.
And at this point, they're in a torrential downpour. Absolutely nothing has worked for them today.
First down, 10 yards to go.
37-yard line. First and 10.
The defense lines up in a dime. He's looking. Steps up. Throws down. Finds his receiver. What did you see there, guys?
The defense was in zone cover. The offense did a good job protecting the quarterback, and he threw a nice ball to get the first down.
And the receiver ran a nice route to get over between the zone coverage.
We've got a first and 10.
First and 10.
Ball on the 49.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Big dog, big dog.
Sledge with the toss. And he got him for a loss. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
It's second
11.
down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Sooners have 5 receivers on this play. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Sledge. Throws it out there.
Oh, you got to hit the open man.
That's a painful incompletion for the offensive coordinator to watch.
Third and 11 coming up here. Ball right around midfield. The Sooners come out in the shotgun. He drops back. He steps up, and it falls incomplete. Ward was the intended target. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth and 11.
Oklahoma lining up the punt. Spinner is back deep to return. Landry punts it, and he didn't kick the ball well at all. Signals for a fair catch. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out on the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Drops back on first down. Down the middle. They can't come back. Incomplete. He let his halfback too far on that throw.
This kid needs to relax and get the ball down where his receivers can catch it.
From their own 21-yard line, it's second down. Justice, alone back. He's hit and got away. He's taken down at the 26-yard line. They get about 5 yards from the halfback. They line up at the 26. It's third and 5. They come out with 3 wide receivers. And he's tackled at the 27. A 1-yard gain on the play.
Fourth and 4.
Duke ready to put this one away. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. Punts the ball away. Ward fields it to the 39. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. The Sooners come out showing 3 wide. Short toss. Pressure that time, but he was forced into throwing before he wanted to.
Wow, the kid just avoided getting smacked on that one.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Sooners go with the I formation. He's looking to pass. Down the middle. Got his man on the run. Another pass, another completion. And guys, he's already got 300 yards.
You know, he's on pace to break some records. What do you think, Kirk?
It might be too early to say, but 300 yards in the first half is pretty impressive.
From the 24-yard line. First down. Oklahoma goes with the ace set here. Sledge with a nice play fake. Throws. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
The ball was there, but the defender beat the receiver to it. Nice play.
That'll make it second down. They line up at the 24. It's second down. Oklahoma comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Sledge, back to throw. Going left. Guys, this thing is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's been a total mismatch out there. These guys have scored about as many points as possible so far.
Hey, listen up, you guys. Somebody needs to throw a white flag out there because this one's getting nasty.
They'll line up for the extra point here. They'll line it up for the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Oklahoma ready to kick this one off. Spinner and Justice deep to return. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Yo, the defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive.
Yeah, the offense wasn't clicking on their last possession. We'll see if they have things figured out on this next drive.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Devils are lining up with 3 receivers. And the snap goes to the back. Thompson tackles him at the 20. No gain. Second down.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Juke move. Harrell with the tackle at the 24-yard line. Justice gains about 4 yards on the play. So that'll make it third down. Third down, 6 to go. Ball on their own 24. Duke comes to the line with 3 wide. Looks to pass. He throws left. He's all the way down to the 49-yard line.
Good pickup for the first down.
Hey, Kirk, forget about the first down. How about that big chunk of yards they just picked up on that play?
Yep, it definitely put them in better field position. And I just have a feeling that they're going to punch it into the end zone on this drive.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield.
49-yard line.
And this offense is having a difficult time doing anything at the line of scrimmage. Harris brings him down for a loss. They line up at the 49.
Ball
Second
on
down
the
and 12.
49-yard line.
Justin gets a carry left side, and he's hit hard at the 48. There was just no daylight on that play.
Well, that's one way to get involved in the game. Right top of the backfield.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. The Devils set up in the gun. Back to pass. He throws. Got it. To the 20. He's all the way down to the 7. This kid just continues to impress us with his ability to catch the football. He's already gone over 100 yards here in the first half.
And if you were to ask this defense who wants to cover this guy, I bet you nobody's going to raise their hand because this receiver is embarrassing them.
We'll see what they can do in the red zone. They're in the red zone where last time they came away with only a field goal. Justice on the toss. Whitworth brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
No question. You can tell these guys are very well coached when you see these kind of tackles.
Here we go from the 9. The defense comes out in the dime package. Jackson drops to throw. He throws it. This one is incomplete. The quarterback aired it out, but too far.
Yeah, great try by the receiver. Technically, he caught the pass, but he won't get credit for the catch because he was out of bounds.
So the offense will look to the end zone here. It's 3rd and goal from the 9. Jackson is back in the gun. Steps up. Here they come. Harris comes away with a sack. They were bringing a heavy rush on that.
Brad, that's what happens if the quarterback holds the ball too long, waiting for his receivers to get open.
So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. This one is from 31 yards out. He gets it up, and it's good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Duke is ready to kick it away. Ward and Smith back to return. Decent kick. Smith has it at the 5. So they beat this defense up through the air on their last drive. Let's see if they can replicate that performance this time around. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Sledge looking to throw on first down. He's looking for his man, and he snags it. And down he goes at the 29. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming him down the field.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 29. Oklahoma comes out in the shotgun. Sledge drops back to pass. Another catch.
This is a simple case of finding the hole in the zone. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and then found his man.
Yep, give the receiver some credit too. He got open, then made a nice catch for the first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41. Oklahoma goes with the 8 set here. Surveys the field. Lets it fly. The ball is tipped. The defender had it and then dropped it. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
That'll bring up second down. It's second and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Smith lines up in the deep back. I formation. It's the fullback. Tries to shoot. Tackle made at the 47. A good 6 yards there by the fullback. Third from their own 47-yard line. 47-yard down. This is when the impact player at tight end can make plays. Quick toss. And that one's falling on incomplete. The quarterback saw the blitz and let it fly, but too high.
Oh, that rhymes.
Fourth and 4.
Oklahoma ready to put this one away. Landry awaits the snap. Landry punts it, and it doesn't look like he got all of that one. Calls for the fair catch. The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 24-yard line. They'll start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10. Duke lines up in a shotgun set. Jackson back to throw. Across the middle. Got it to the senior.
Well, that's the way to do it on first down. It was a nice throw and catch, and it will give them another first down.
Absolutely.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 42. First down. Look at the throw. Moves up in the pocket. He's drilled as he throws. He's on the... The 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. The defender gives his team 6 points.
That was very costly turnover.
And the defense didn't waste any time picking that one up and running it in for a touchdown.
They line up for the point after. He makes the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Oklahoma 52, Duke 6. Oklahoma ready to kick this one off. Spinner. And Justice at the return. He sends it off. Spinner fields it in the end zone. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach is not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Jackson drops back. Looking. Rolls to the right. Jackson. Guns it left side. Justice was the intended target on the play. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 22. Second down. From the gun. Jackson drops back to pass. Throws a bullet. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't count if you almost threw a good pass. Almost doesn't count.
Sounds like a head coach talking.
Yeah.
From their own 22-yard line. Third and 10. The defense lines up in a dime. Drops back to pass.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
Here comes the punter, looking to boot this one away. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Ward signals for a fair catch. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll start this drive at the 43-yard line. Oklahoma comes out in the shotgun. Sledge looking to throw on first down. This one's thrown deep over the middle. He's all the way down to the 25. Oklahoma will take their first time out of the half. First down. The eye. Sledge hands it off. No, play fake. And it falls incomplete.
The receiver did all he could do to make that play. The pass was just too far out of bounds.
It's second and 10.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
The Sooners come out in the ace formation. Sledge drops back to pass. He lets it go. To the middle, it's his tight end. The Sooners call for a timeout, and now they've only got one remaining. Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. Oklahoma in a wide set, looking, and they bring down for a sack on the board.
The ball carrier, loss of 8 on the play.
Sledge with 3 wide receivers surveys the field. Incomplete pass. Ward was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll bring up third down. It's third and long. Ball on the 23-yard line. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it go. The ball is tipped.
Yeah, but not quite. The linebacker did one heck of a job in coverage to prevent that score.
Fourth down. The ball's on the 23, so this will be about a 40-yarder. This is to add to an already impressive lead. The kick is up, and he's got it. That's going to lead this to our Pontiac drive summary. Oklahoma lines up for the kickoff. Spinner and Justice back ready to return. He got all that one. Justice from his own end zone. They'll go to work. 10 to 21.
21-yard line. First and 10.
Justice is the deep back as they line up in the eye. On the ground with the tailback. He's tackled at the 21-yard line. After one half of play, this one is not even close. Our score, Oklahoma 55, Duke 6. We are set to start the second half. Both teams are on the field and we're ready to go. Decent kick. Nolan takes it at the 8. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They line up at the 27. It's first down.
First and 10.
Looks like they've taken out their quarterback, and they're giving this young man some mop-up duty. Meeks with the play fake, with the throw. Weaver tackles him at the 32-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup on the old play-action pass. Second down.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
They're in the eye. Boyd gets the ball. He jukes. Anderson brings him down at 37. They get about 5 yards from the halfback. They line up at the 37.
Ball
Third
on
and
the
a foot.
37-yard line.
Oklahoma lines up in a goal line set. Morse takes it up the middle. And they make the stop at the 41. Well, he worked hard for those yards, Coach.
Yeah, Brad, this kid is a hard-nosed football player. He gives them that kind of effort on every single play.
First down, 10 to go. Oklahoma lines up in a shotgun set. Meeks drops back. Steps up, throws it to the outside. Great range as he's able to break up the pass.
I know that the safety makes a good play here, but as a receiver, you got to get in there and play some defense. He's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
From their own 41-yard line.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Oklahoma lines up with 3 receivers. And he's hammered it as he lets it go.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
They line up at the 41. It's third down and 10. 3 wideouts here. Back to pass. He steps up. Looks. He's under pressure. Ross will make the sack. The senior at linebacker is making his presence felt.
Yes, he is. He was all over the quarterback.
Well, earlier in the week, Lee, he talked to us about how he was the vocal leader of this defense, but that time, his actions spoke louder than his words.
It's fourth down now, and we'll see the punt team. Landry awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Spinner takes it to 25, and he didn't get anything on that return.
Well, the coverage team did an outstanding job at containing here. You always see this with this team. They're very disciplined on special teams.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 28. They come out with 4 wide out. Drops back to pass.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
They line up at the 28. Second down. Justice, the lone back. He's looking to pass. They can't connect. Incomplete. Garrett was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it third down. from their own 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Jackson steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Well, again, they can't hook up, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth and 10.
The Blue Devils line up to punt. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Oliver fields it to the 39. Nowhere to go there.
Nowhere is right. He's lucky he got any yards on that return.
Great job of getting downfield and making the tackle by the coverage team.
The offense will take over at the 40. The Sooners line up with a single set backfield. Meeks off the fake. Go right. Catches it. They knock him out, but not before he gets all the way down to the 32. First down. Oklahoma comes out in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket. Quick throw. Another catch. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
And the quarterback did a tremendous job with a fake handoff, too.
First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Meeks comes to the line with 3 wide. Setting up the play action. Rolling out to the left side. Throws it to the inside. And it's incomplete. Nolan was the intended receiver on that pass. And that'll bring up second down.
On the play.
Second down.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Oklahoma lines up with 3 receivers. He's looking. He guns it left side. The wideout makes a big catch there.
Hey, whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands and let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guy slinging the ball all over the field out there.
They'll line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. And better than 12 minutes still left in the third quarter. The score, Oklahoma 62, Duke 6. Oklahoma is lining up to kick this one off. Spinner and Justice back deep to return. Justice from his own end zone. Makes a move. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Ace backfield. Jackson hands it off straight ahead. That didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they would come with the heavy blitz, and guys were shooting through the line right into the backfield. That play didn't have a chance.
They line up at the 33. Second down and 11 yards to the sticks. Bryan lines up at the single back. He drops back. Jackson loses the handle. And he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Defense comes away with a fumble recovery.
Well, nothing's going their way today. The offense has been horrible. So is the defense. Even their special teams are struggling.
They'll go to work at the 25. Sweeps left. Tackle at the 22-yard line. Boyd gets 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up second down. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. Meeks back to throw. Meeks slings it. This one incomplete. Well, the defender was all over him on that play. Here's the call by the referee.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
Well, he got busted for getting to the receiver too soon.
He will get a flag thrown on him every time for a play like that.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Oklahoma sets up in the I. Thompson with the tackle at the 5. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. Second down.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. Meeks with the play fake. He unloads it. He snags it. Touchdown, OU. They went to their big fullback, who's rarely used in the passing game, and he got him 6 points.
This kid is a great blocker, but I think he could be a bigger threat in their passing game. I think he's capable of catching 25 balls a season.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Oklahoma to kick this one off.
He is lined up for the kickoff.
He kicks off. Spinner from his own end zone. We might see 2 hands on the ball after their last drive.
If you start thinking too much about fumbling, you become less effective as a runner. They need to go out there and play their game.
The offense will start at the 20-yard line. They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. It's a direct snap. Jennings brings him down at the 23-yard line. Justice gets 3 yards on the carry, so that'll make it second down. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 23-yard line. Duke comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Justice gets another carry. Mitchell with the tackle at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play. Third and 3.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Justice, the lone back. Third and short, and they hand it off. Kelly takes him down for a loss. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle.
4th and 8.
So they're set to punt this one away. Bellamy awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Oliver fields it at the 46. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. Defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop him this time. And they'll take over at midfield. Meeks has 5 receivers lined up here. Down the middle. It falls incomplete.
Great play. That's how you make someone drop the football. Let them know you're there, and then, wow, put your pads on them.
That's the way you make it hard to catch the ball. I will say that. I agree.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Sooners come out in the ace formation. Moves up in the pocket. Meeks passes. Great defensive effort that time.
Did you see how that safety played that ball? That was a beautiful play.
From the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Meeks lines up in the shotgun. Meeks steps back to pass. Looking. And they got him.
There's nothing stopping the defense from getting the sack there, Coach.
It's tough for a quarterback to throw the football when he has that kind of rush coming at him.
Fourth and long.
And they're ready to punt this one away.
46-yard
Landry
line.
is waiting for the snap. Plenty of hang time on this one. Spinner. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. This drive will start at the 27-yard line. The defense sets up in the dime. Justice gets the carry. And down he goes at the 31-yard line. Justice gets about 4 yards on the play. So that'll make it 2nd down. Second down and 6. Ball on their own 31. Duke comes out in the shotgun. Justice takes the handoff, and he hits him hard at the 31.
Hey, Kurt, it looks like this kid just spent the night out on the town.
I don't think he's got his equilibrium back yet.
They line up at the 31. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. They line up in an I. Jackson on the option. Pitches back. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Nice defensive stand there.
Good play calling defensively. They always had someone in the right spot to make a play and force the 3 and 2.
Fourth and 6.
The Blue Devils are lining up to punt it away. Oliver, the return man. Punts the ball away. Oliver fields at the 35. At the 40. To the 20. To the 10. They return it all the way for the touchdown. And just like that, it's 6 points.
Wow, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Wow!
Yeah, or a slingshot. It seemed like everybody else was going at one speed and he was going at another.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. He makes the PAT. Oklahoma is lining up to kick this one off.
Is lined up with a
Spinner
kickoff.
and Justice deep to return. Sends it sailing downfield. Spinner from his own end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
And maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coca-Cola. Duke sets up in the eye. Hands it off. He went by him. Oliver with a takedown at the 33-yard line. Justice gets 6 yards on the play. That'll make it second down. They line up at the 33.
Ball on the
It's second and 4
33-yard
to go. There's the play fake. They'll sack him at the 26-yard line. It's third down and 11 to go. Three wideouts here. He looks. He delivers. And it's the senior. And he's all the way down to the 41. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards.
Well, this wide receiver is definitely having a solid game. He's getting his yards, but more importantly, he's moving the chains for first down.
First
From the 41-yard line. First down. Jackson with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. He throws right. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete. Looks like he tried to force that one.
And defense was in a zone there, and the quarterback needs to do a better job of finding a passing window to throw through.
Well, that window must have been tinted because he almost threw a pick.
Second and 10. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
One man backfield. Jackson drops back. Looking. He's drilled as he throws.
They almost got to him that time.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmaker.
Third and 10.
This defense faces another third down. Duke comes out of the shotgun. Jackson set to go to the air. Incomplete pass.
Calm down, sweetheart. Quit thinking so much and just throw the football.
I don't know if he's thinking too much. He just let that pass get away from him.
No. I can tell when a quarterback is thinking too much. Just take the snap, drop back, and fire it. You're all right if you do that.
41-yard line.
Oliver back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Signals for a fair catch. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut him down again right here.
They'll go to work at the 15. Going with the shotgun here. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Morton tackles him at the 17-yard line. About 2 yards there on that delayed handoff. Second and 8. Ball on the 17. The Sooners line up with 3 wide. A little juke. And he's tackled at the 19. From their own 19-yard line.
Ball
Third
on the
and 6.
19-yard line.
The Devils bring in their dime package. Meeks drops back to pass. It's deflected.
He just beat the ball to the receiver's hands on that play. Nice deflection.
Yep, and now it's 4th down.
Fourth and 6.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Spinner is back awaiting the punt. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Fourth and 1.
The Sooners are lining up to punt it away. Punts the ball away. Spinner fields it to the 42.
He almost broke it there.
Like you said, Coach, one more block, and that could have been 6.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
First and 10.
The Blue Devils go with the I formation. Jackson back to pass. Throws it out there, and it's caught. Oliver with a takedown at the 43. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
From the 43-yard line. Second down and 9 to go. Give to the tailback. Kelly tackles him at the 43-yard line. 0 yards on that play. It's third and 9. Ball on the 40-yard line. Duke comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He throws it. And this one falls incomplete. He just led his receiver a little bit too far.
Fourth and 9.
Duke ready to pull this one away. Palmer will be the return man. He punts it away. It's a high kick. Oliver called for the fair catch. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
17-yard line.
They'll take over at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line. First and 10.
The Sooners come out showing 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up. He's looking down the middle. And he's taken down at the 29. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
Quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Oklahoma goes with the ace set here. And they make the stop at the 45-yard line. He picked up big yardage on that run.
Oh, this is great blocking up front. Nice job of holding on to the blocks, allowing him to break through for some big yards.
First down, 10 to go.
First and 10.
Ball on the 45.
45-yard line.
It's the fullback. And down he goes at the 48. 7 yards there. Second down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
On play action. Meeks lets it fly. To the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
this guy's really stepped up for his football team today.
Well, it's obvious the coach wanted to get him involved in the game plan. It looks like it was a pretty smart move, too.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And this is just a booming kick. Justice from his own end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start at the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line. First and 10.
Jackson with 4 wide receivers. They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. Ball is loose, fumble. Palmer falls on the fumble. Not much hope now. That fumble was not what they needed.
They're already losing big. Let's just hope they don't throw the towel in altogether.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50.
First and 10.
Oklahoma lines up in a shotgun set. Surveys the field. Meeks lets it go. They can't connect. Incomplete.
Man, he just overthrew him that time.
Yeah, he just missed his man. Good play call. Bad pass.
It's second down.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Oklahoma goes with the ace set here. Gives to the tailback. Hale with the tackle at the 24. Boyd gains about a yard on the play. That'll make it third down. They line up at the 24. Third down. The Sooners line up with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Somehow gets the ball away. I think the pressure forced that miscue, guys.
Yeah, good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempts. This kick will be from about 41 yards out. This is to add to an already impressive lead. He gets it up, and it is good.
Good kick right there, and it wasn't an easy one.
They did everything right. It was a good snap, a good hold, and then a good kick.
Oklahoma gets set to kick this one away. Spinner and Justice back to return. Sends it sailing downfield. Spinner fields it in the end zone. Before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The offense will start at the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
Jackson lines up with 4 wide out. The halfback with a carry. 3-yard gain by the running back. They line up at the 22. It's second down. The Devils come out in the ace formation. Up the middle. Broke away from one. Oh, he got nailed on that one. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. From their own 27-yard line. It's third down and 2 to go. Duke lines up in a goal line set. They'll bring him down at the 34. That run gives him the first down.
You know, in the media conference a couple of days ago, the coach talked about how important it was for them to establish the running game. Let's see if this helps them open up the passing game in it.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Duke comes out with an I formation. They hand it off again. A little juke. Kelly tackles him for a loss on the play. They try to counter Trey there, but the defense read it nicely.
It's amazing the read and recognition skills of these linebackers. They just always seem to have a beat on the play.
That's what time and practice will bring you.
Second and 11 coming up. Jackson with the give. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
Yeah, and that time the defense got him to go backwards.
This defense faces another third down.
33-yard line.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Looks. Jackson lets it go. Batted ball. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Fourth and 11.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Washington fields it at the 38. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. This drive will start
the drive at the 39-yard line.
The Sooners come out the shotgun. Tackled for a loss. Go to the final quarter of play. This one is almost wrapped up. Our score here, Oklahoma 86, Duke 6. It's second down.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Oklahoma in a 4-wide set. Meeks drops back, throws, complete, breaks one. At the point. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown.
Seems like they've been able to do that all day, Coach.
The defense was just sleeping on the play. When you let an offense come at you like that, time and time again, then it's hard to win a ball game.
We've got a 1st and 10. Meeks with 3 wide receivers. Looking, throw short, and it's incomplete.
The pass
Thrown
was
just a
incomplete.
bit too far for the wide receiver.
Second
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. They line up in an I. Under heavy pressure. Ross comes away with a sack. They're down and long coming up here. Ball on the 36-yard line. Oklahoma lines up in a shotgun set. They'll sack him at the 42.
Boy, Coach, he took some punishment on that play.
Hey, these quarterbacks go through practice every day with yellow jerseys on. But defensive players aren't allowed to hit them. It's like showing a kid a cookie jar, but not letting him have any cookies.
I think I...
Yeah, once game time rolls around, he wants to get his hands on the cookies.
You know, Coach, that may be one of your worst analogies I've ever heard.
Landry awaits the snap. He gets it off, calls for the fair catch. They'll down the punt at the 8-yard line.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team. 15 yards and spot the foul. First down.
Three wideouts here. He's tackled at the 25. They'll line up at the 25. Second down. Inside give.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
Third and 9. Ball on the 25.
25-yard line.
The Devils line up with a single set backfield. Back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. And now he's going to run. And he tackles him hard at the 28. He got 3 yards there on the scramble. Duke lining up the punt. Washington is back deep to return the punt. He punts it. Washington fields it at the 38. The offense comes back down the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
They had something going, but were unable to get any points.
First down, 10 yards to go.
At the
Ball on the 42.
line. First and 10.
The Sooners go with the I formation. He jukes. Brown brings him down at the 45. 3-yard gain by the running back. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 45-yard line. From the gun. Simpson tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. Third down, 9 to go.
On the 43-yard line.
Meeks lines up in the shotgun. Looks to pass. Across the middle. Ross picks it off. And that interception might be what they needed to get back in this ball game.
Nice try, Brad. Keep their hopes up, but I don't think they have a chance of winning this. They're too far down to catch up.
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory. They'll bring in their dime package. Jackson drops back on first down. He's looking down the middle. Incomplete pass.
Can you blame the receiver for dropping that ball?
Nah, but you can blame the quarterback for putting in a spot for him to get hit like that.
On the stat sheet, that'll be a drop, but there should be an asterisk next to that one because he took a pretty big hit.
Second down. Drops back to pass. And there's a fumble. And the offense will recover. Well, they avoided a turnover right there.
Man, oh man, that was a close one. Good thing that kid was paying attention and fell on the football.
Third down and long coming up here. The Blue Devil line up with a single set backfield. Jackson back to pass. Looks. He's looking for his man. And this one falls incomplete. 3 plays and no first down, and now it's decision time for this offense.
Well, the defense did what they had to do so far. They're showing a lot of heart out there.
Fourth and long.
They come out in a punt formation.
42-yard line.
Oliver back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. He gets it away. Oliver fields it at the 27. And now we'll see the offense coming out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line. First and 10.
They're in the eye. Meeks goes with a play fake. Lets it fly. And that one's fallen incomplete. He overthrew his tight end.
I know the tight end has a little more height than the wideouts, but give me a break.
It's second down.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
One man backfield. And that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still
And the defense
second
gives
down.
up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
Second down. It's the tailback. Tackle at the 37. Boy, gains about 2 yards on the run. So that'll make it third down. They line up at the 37. It's
Ball
third
on
down
the
and 3 to go.
37-yard line.
Oklahoma lines up in a goal line set. They'll try to get the first on the ground. He shoots, and he's tackled at the 39. Couldn't get that additional yard he needed to keep the drive moving. No,
He was trying to muscle his way past those big guys, but they stood their ground.
Fourth and 1.
it's fourth down, and the punt team lines up. Spinner is the deep man awaiting the return. Punts the ball away. Spinner fields at the 31.
Beautiful, beautiful coverage.
Very well covered all around. They'll go to work at the 31-yard line. Jackson with 3 wide receivers. They give to the tailback. Drive to Duke. Brought down at the 32-yard line. And he gets a yard on the run. from their own 32-yard line.
Ball on the
We've got 2nd and 9 here. Jackson is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. He throws it. Complete to the true freshman. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
The Devils line up with 2 tight ends. And he's stopped behind the line. Well, the defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Greg, great effort up front by that defense.
They line up at the 47. So it's 2nd and 13.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Blue Devil set up in the gun. Jackson with the draw play.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensive play.
It's 3rd down and a long way to go. The Sooners line up with 6 defensive backs. They'll bring in their dime package. He's looking to pass. He looks. There's a fumble, and he tackles him hard at the 34. And that one's recovered by the cornerback.
Funny, because you usually don't see corners down there picking up loose balls. They're more worried about interception.
Well, you know what they say, great players make great plays, and that, my friend, is a great play.
The offense will take
The
over
Oklahoma
at the
Sooners
34-yard
will
line.
start the drive at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Sooners come out showing 3 wide. Wants to throw a screen. And they make the stop at the 33-yard line. That screen didn't go very well.
Well, I'll tell you, the defense knew that play from the get-go. That's called knowing the scouting report and knowing the tendencies of the offense.
They line up at the 33. 2nd down. The Sooners come out in a shotgun. Look at the throw. Steps up in the pocket. Got it to him. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. They come out with 3 wide receivers. They go with a run, and down he goes at the 13-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
The Sooners are lining up with 3 receivers. Meeks drops back to pass. Looks. Wants to throw outside.
A lot of people are going to see this as running up the score, and I'm sure his coach will tell you he's just running his offense.
I don't want to hear it. He knows he can just run the football and get out of here with a win. There is no reason in the world for him throwing touchdown passes at this time of the game.
Here's the try for the extra point. He makes the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
Lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it off. Spinner from his own end zone. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Hopefully we'll see the offense move this ball up the field a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, they really haven't had too much success today. But this is an opportunity for them to get their team back on track and build some confidence going into the next game.
Jackson with 3 wide receivers. Delayed handoff. Nice move. And he's tackled at the 29. And the halfback picks up 9 yards on the delay. They line up at the 29.
Ball,
second and 1.
29-yard line.
The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Here's the give. Spin move. Ralph tackles him for a loss on the play. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Third and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 28-yard line. One man backfield. Justin gets the carry. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. Kelly looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
It seems to me that he landed on his arm a little awkwardly.
Fourth and 5.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Bellamy is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Signals for a fair catch. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
This drive will start at the 42. The Sooners set up in the gun. Boyd takes the delay. Tackle at the 47. Boyd picks up 5 with the carry. Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line. Duke comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Setting up the play action. Hit as he throws. He's got it on the run.
That was a pretty impressive play.
Yep, but we've seen this all game long, Kurt.
There's still no excuse for this defense to just shut down. I mean, you'd think that they'd work a little bit harder to stop the offense when they're losing this bad.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Oklahoma comes out in the shotgun. Handoff on the draw. They go with the draw, but it fools no one.
You know it's a bad sign when you run a draw play and no one on the defense yells, pass!
Well, that's why sometimes you'll hear smarter quarterbacks yelling run during the play action and yell pass during the draw plays.
They line up at the 22. 2nd down and 10 to go. Oklahoma comes out with an I formation. Meek lets it fly.
Great play. That's how you make someone drop the football. Let them know you're there and then, wow! Put your hands on it.
That's the way you make it hard to catch the ball. I will say that. I agree.
Third and 10. Ball on the 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Meeks lines up in the shotgun. He drops back, steps up, looking, going for it all to the end zone.
This ball's incomplete.
It's 4th down, and the kicker's on to try this 39-yarder. This is to add to an already impressive lead. It's up. And he got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Oklahoma ready to kick this one off.
Number 9, back deep to return.
He really got a hold of that kick. Justice from his own end zone.
You know who's trembling right now?
Well, it's not the defense. They played well all game.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. The Blue Devil line up with 4 wideouts. Breaks one. Dudley with the takedown at the 21-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 21. Single set backfield. Jackson back to pass. And he's taken down at the 42-yard line. Good pitch and catch there on 2nd down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him a first down. That's just a nice play.
They line up at the 42.
On the 42
First down. Duke comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Jackson flips it left. Jennings with the tackle at the 43-yard line. Justice gains about a yard on the play. It's 2nd down. Justice takes it up the middle. And he's stopped behind the line.
Yeah, great upfield rush here by the defensive end. He comes around and manages to get his hands on the ball carrier. That's a terrific play.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. Justice is the single setback. Jackson drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Incomplete.
This ball's incomplete. Fourth and 10.
The Blue Devils are lining up in front of the way. Oliver is back to return. He's the same guy that already ran one all the way back. He punts it. Oliver takes it to 28. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. They'll take over at the 28-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's tackled at the 32. Boyd gains about 4 yards on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. From their own 32-yard line.
Ball on the
2nd and 6 coming up
32-yard
here.
line.
Oklahoma sets up in the eye. They hand it off again. And down he goes at the 33-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard. 5 situation.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Meeks is back in the gun. Meeks drops to throw. He unloads it. They can't connect. Incomplete.
They had a long way to go. That is a very tough play to make on 3rd and long.
Yeah, and the defense had to play pretty well defended.
Fourth and 5.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Campanella is back to receive. He gets it away. Campanella fields it to 29. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
And it looks like we've got our Coca-Cola players of the game. Very well played game by these gentlemen. Duke lines up in a double tight set. He's knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Nice pickup on that run.
Here's a perfect example of running the toss play. Good pitch, good catch, and blocking was good enough up front to swing his tailback to a monster gain.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Devils set up in the gun. There's a missed tackle. Palmer with a takedown at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 16 on the play.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They line up at the 41. First down. This defense is in the dime. McDougal drops back on a first down. And it's incomplete. Bryant was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it second down. The Blue Devils go with the I formation.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
McDougal hands it off. Jennings with the tackle at the 42-yard line. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard. From their own 42-yard line.
On the 42-yard line.
The Devils come out in the ace formation. Looks to pass. He airs it out. Caught! And he's all the way down to the 22-yard line. The wideout comes up with a spectacular play.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, I put a big circle around that play so I can remember to call that one again. Good call.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
First and long. The Blue Devils line up with two tight ends. The 10. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. And that was a big-time run.
Yep, as soon as he gets his feet. Goodbye, sweetheart.
So they're ready for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Duke has their hands team on the field for the onside kick.
Back deep to return.
Here goes. Well, folks, that pretty much wraps this one up. All they can do now is watch the clock tick away.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered even if they recovered it. This one's been over for a while now.
They'll start this drive at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line. First and 10.
The Sooners line up in an I formation. Meek with the give. Gilmore tackles him at the 37-yard line. And that's pretty much going to do it. What are your final thoughts on the game, Coach?
I can't say enough about this performance. Oklahoma played an excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
Folks, thanks for tuning into our game. Our final score, Oklahoma 96, Duke 13. From all of us here at EA Sports, we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.